here I am. So I'm gonna show something today where I've been working on. Um, Basically, it's my kind of development into like, has anybody seen by kind of Reb build new town? This is gonna be something similar mechanic-wise. It's gonna be completely different, so I do not want to have any copyright issues. And this is just to show my friend what I've been working on. Obviously, obtaining this book is by utilizing achievement system. Um, it's actually quite simple to develop. Um, but yeah, for test purposes, when you right click on this book, it's gonna set up a starting wagon um, in this location basically. Obviously, I'm not gonna be showing you the full material gathering and other stuff. Um, I'm gonna be showing the basic bits, what kind of materials you can utilize. Later on I will develop the book for utilizing multiple recipes. You can utilize any logs, but at the moment all the recipes are requiring you to have um, basic oak. Um, but yeah, so I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna try to find a suitable location for the wagon to start be built on. Otherwise it might take ages for me to terraform in. But I believe this area might do. It is kind of flat near the water. Water is going to be very important in later episodes on the devlog. Um, yeah. Um, this villager is going to come very handy onto buying special gold NFTs where you later can buy some certain, yeah, certain items. You can even, you will need to collect resins to get an epic resin brick. And with that gold NFT and epic resin, later you might be able to get loot pinatas. And obviously you can build building permits to initiate your building. Probably guys you have already noticed that the epic resin bricks do not stick. Do not stack, I mean. Um, if you would, for example in real life, compare the resin bricks, they would, if you stack them together, obviously they can be stacking, stick. But yeah. Uh, with these ones, you can um, buy like loot pinatas. I'll show you how they work. It's basically a mob what spawns with a custom loot table. as you can see, it drops multiple different. It can drop any rarity things. It can drop omnibus keys, normal dungeon keys, vault keys to be exact. Not any dungeon. For the recipes, like I said, each of these we're gonna have a different recipe books for later dates. I'm gonna find out how to implement so I can use digital pictures in the Minecraft while hovering over the hover text. I'm gonna try to implement that through the data packs. For the basic recipes, I'll show you the basic plain road, where it's a basic road, as it says. As you can see, all the roads can be expanded now. But you can probably notice these two recipe side builders. They might connect with another building, which definitely is going to happen. Just for test purposes, I'm going to show you if there's these two connecting with the next building what's going to be in the middle. Both of them will disappear. I'm going to show you one of the starting recipes for buildings. This one, at the moment, what I'm currently building is called Kitchen. As you can see, this is kind of one upgrade building card. Each building will have separate building cards inside of them. But for example, like you guys saw, we didn't have a building card for this, right? This can be upgraded. It's another upgrade building table. You can only use specific recipes into specific building types. I will later describe it in textbooks or any of the information as well. It's gonna basically help you guys on developing the new different town. You can always connect multiple towns. Well, you can maximum only have one town what you're developing at a time. If there's going to be two or more, obviously it can interrupt with the progress of this town. Where it can cause some malfunction in the codes. So guys, be careful. Do not try to have like multiples next to each other. It's going to cause some trouble. For example, I'm gonna try attempt this recipe on here, and we'll see how the building develops into what. In the future, this building is gonna help the animals to grow. It's gonna increase the productivity. As you see, the placeholder card is still here. I'm gonna be fixing this in my future updates. As for now, it's gonna be that with this kitchen building. Obviously, all of the buildings are roughly like equal parameters. Um, there's a special clock that it will be ticking down once it joins the world. It's gonna be a special score for each player, and each score will keep track how many days has passed, and during that time it will automatically, for each building, obviously as it starts, there the traveler will always be gathering stone. It will be automatically smelted, and he's gonna be gathering oak logs. But each day drop, it will be roughly 8 logs, and they will be collected in these hoppers. You can always replace this with like a barrel or chest, either one of those items where you can store. I prefer barrel for this part here, as because it's flush with the floor. For example, I'll show you guys what it looks like when it hits the timer on a 0. As it hits the score to 0. It will sometimes spew the items out not in the correct position, but it should always be 8 of both. But you can always upgrade this with called bank storage. I'll show the building as I will build it up. It will no longer collect it into this. You will not be able to use this, so this will become unusable after the storage bank is built. Um, right guys, I will show you once the score hits less than 20, or score is going to set to 0. I'll show you guys what's going to happen with the stone vault and the wood vault. I found another bug. I might need to fix this. Yeah. So on this side you will see it says wood meter. Once the storage is completely full, you'll no longer be able to store anything in here. And this is supposed to be a stone vault, but for whatever reason it does not show up. I have so many bug fixes I need to do on my DataPack. But yeah. As you guys can see, the number hasn't increased, but us having this, it will double the production. As you can see, it will be 16 instead of 8, so it has doubled the production. We have 16 stone and 16 oak logs. As for now, I can spam this as many times as want till one of the chests is full. This will automatically update how much storage is left in storage vault. Next thing, I will show you how we can upgrade our town center hall not to be a rather small wagon in the middle of our town. I will show you how it will become a beautiful building, which is going to give you some benefits. Right. This recipe it is kind of taxing on the copper. I wanted to utilize more copper into my data pack to not seeing a copper have much utility. With this data pack I'm going to be utilizing a lot of copper in all of my recipes where I'm ever going to be making it. As you can see, upgrading Town Hall will require a diamond. As you can see, the building has increased and is nice in the middle of a town, which can be represented by having a beacon. And you probably have noticed I have a permanent speed 1. Is to be nearby the beacon. And the next thing you can realize is Darren became the resident. He is no more a traveler. Darren might have new recipes. There might be more. At the moment, he introduces one more loot pinata. It's the same cost as the first one. The loot pinatas, I might change the costs to gold NFT, might be quite high priced, or to be honest, the recipe requires you to have 9 gold nuggets. With the paper, it will convert it into gold NFT. It only costs you a paper to produce 1 gold NFT, but as we all know, gold is quite rare. It's not as rare unless you're thinking about having a like piggling farm, bartering. You can always set up a zombie piggling spawners or farms on another roof. So kind of thinking of balancing this, it might be difficult. I have 4 more different farms I can show you guys as well, if you just give me a minute. All of these recipes will require not the seeds, but the fruit itself. Um, they are quite small farms at the moment. I will be making it as a dual linkable at one point, or even a quad linkable. At the moment, the base platform size is 11 by 11, so it's 11 that way. But starting from the center point, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 blocks in this size, 5 blocks in that size. So the only difference is in between it's 6 from both sides, if you calculate it. That's the size of platform. All of these farms are multi-directional. It depends which ones you require the most. You can have always potato farms, wheat farms, carrot farms. Um, imagination is yours where you want to place it. All the recipes will require 2 items of each. as you guys can see, we have 4 different types of farms. Later date, I will be thinking of assembling like a center point where there's going to be a dedicated farmer, which is going to be attending all of these 4 farms, and it will automatically collect for you. But at the moment, I haven't developed that part yet. It's going to be coming in the future, or future updates. I'm gonna let you guys know when it comes. There's a couple more buildings I kind of want to showcase you here. Um, I'll start by gathering some materials for it. Give me guys a minute. The next building will be called a lumber mill. It will increase the production of wood times 2 again. Instead of producing 16, it will produce 32. And later on the day there will be a stone mine introduced as well. And as all recipes require a building permit. Don't worry guys, there will always be a utility tool. For example, if you platforms, for example like these ones here, they look like, oh no, we are floating above. What are we gonna do about it? I made sure that we have special platforms that lead downwards or upwards. We have stairs down and up. I apologize, I might have forgotten the recipe for stairs down. Give me a sec. figured out the recipe. It will always lead you 3 blocks down. I'll be working on stairs where I can have stairs that are 5 down, but at the moment have worked on stairs down by 3 blocks. So you can have multiple height platforms. As you definitely can see now here, we're gonna have a bug. I will be trying to work in a specific vicinity. I'm gonna try to remove these building permits. Otherwise you can't remove them unless you do want to. I'll make a special tool which will be able to be purchased by Darren, the Darren Traveller, where you're going to be able to right click with a special egg on top of this. While sneaking, you'll be able to remove the the dropper slash crafting recipe crafter. I'll show you guys the stairs up if you want to increase the height of your village, or if you have a mountain nearby, can help you that way. The recipe will be very similar to the road, but instead of the road, this time it will be 3 stone around surrounding a wheat seed. It will build the stairs upwards. You can build the certain building as many times as you like, and you can do any decorations, remove the roof in to make it look better, either way. But the base, as it stands, you have preset locations where you can build your buildings. I will include empty plots sometime, so it doesn't look like we are just having a floating cubes like these. In the empty plots you will be able to build your own house base, either one, but make sure before upgrading the town hall you remove all of the items what are inside in the chests before upgrading to town hall 2, as it will replace the chests and the items will be deleted forever.